Hey everybody, this is Matt Criscuolo coming to you up close and personal. That's me back there. I'm going to be doing a first-time reaction to Live Aid with Queen. Now, let me tell you something, man. That I've heard Queen. The first time that I ever heard Queen was I was in the back seat of my mother's 1977 Buick Riviera on East Tremont Avenue in the Bronx, New York. And I remember just sitting in between the two seats with my elbows like this, leaning up towards as close as I can get to the radio while my mother was driving, and I just remember hearing "We Are the Champions." And I, as a little kid, I must have been, 6 or 7 years, maybe 6 years old, 5 years old. And I remember hearing it. And when I heard the harmonies of the voices and I heard the song, there was something, and I happen to have musical talent. Now, not that you have to have musical talent to enjoy music. You certainly don't. But I think that if you do, you hear music, maybe sometimes it resonates a little bit differently for some reason. And I'm not saying that to sound snooty or anything. It's more of an opinion or an observation or possibly an idea that's worthy of exploration anyway. Not that it really matters. Nobody's going to explore it. But probably not a very interesting point. But I think that even at that age, I was able to hear the quality in that music. I remember it so vividly. And now that I'm recalling it, I'm thinking, hey, not a bad song to remember, and certainly reasonable to understand why I remembered it. My mother also says that I remembered The Entertainer. If you remember that old song, ba ba do de bo ba bo ba ba do ba de ba do de bo de dum boom bum. Anyway, a little ragtime or something like that. But anyway, the next time that I really heard Queen was in 1983. I was watching Sanremo, the Italian music festival, and he did Radio Gaga. And I remember it vividly. And this reminds me a little bit of that time. And it could be right around that time for all I know. But enough of my yapping. Let's get right to this, shall we?
One, two. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, I know what follows 2, Constable. Thank you very much.
This is our spare lead vocal mic.
Constable?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have had a bit of a complaint about the noise.
For a second, I thought this was like real police kind of trying to tell people like what the rules and regulations were, but now I can see it's part of the act.
From a woman in Belgium.
From a woman in Belgium.
Ladies and gentlemen, obviously, boys and girls, we're enjoying the boogie-woogie music here today. But I would ask you to bear in mind that there are a lot of people, perhaps older people, in the area who perhaps aren't up to date with the latest trends in modern music. Like status quo, for example.
All right. Wow. Look how many people, my God almighty. Jesus Christ, look at all those people. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's amazing. Wow.
Anyway, it gives us enormous pleasure to introduce the next combo, who are Her Majesty, Queen!
All right. Boom. Sorry to make it smaller, but there's a reason for that. Oh boy. Wow. Oh boy.
I'm not back again this time tomorrow. Carry on, carry on. So nothing really matters.
By the way, if you haven't seen this movie about Queen, the guy who plays Queen, God, he looks just almost like him. It's crazy, and it's a very well made movie. I just can't remember the name of it, but definitely worthy of checking it out. I think it was released a couple of years ago. Check it out. Great movie.
Too late, my time is gone. Send shivers down my spine. Body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gonna leave you all behind. I face the truth.
Interesting to see how singers shape their mouth and everything to get the sound that they're hearing in their head. It's such an interesting process. It's combining heart, brain, and technique, and it's incredible. If you see the way he was, shaping his mouth a little bit, to get that sound just right. You know what I mean? And that's all like, all these little nerves and everything happening. Boom, boom, boom. Unbelievable. This is what I remember, man. This is what I remember back in 1983. Oh man, and I love this song. Wow, such a thrill. Yeah. So cool. Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Listen to that groovy shit.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Blah.
You know what's interesting? If I were to rearrange this song, when I rearrange as a jazz musician, when I rearrange a song, I really I try to push the envelope, and I lose the audience that way in a lot of cases because I end up, really kind of taking it out a little bit. But I like to do that. When I make music personally, it's not because in the past anyway, it was really about, documenting what I wanted to play at that time. I wasn't thinking about, selling records. But on this one part, when it gets that, when it gets to that second part, all we hear is, I would have played this descending chromatic, but let me see if some of you musicians out there, you know what I mean. Check this out. Not yet, not yet. Ba, ba, ba. Now, you know what? That would have been corny. It would have been corny. I think the way they did it was right on. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to stop the video there and do another couple of videos, or at least one more, because the video is like 22 minutes long and I don't want to make I'm already 13 minutes into my reaction. But anyway, wow. And I remember in 1983, when I was watching the Sanremo Festival, he was dressed exactly the same way. And he was holding the microphone, the way he rips off half of it off of the mic stand. And he's just walking around with like half of it. And I was just like shocked. I was like, wow, that's so freaking cool. This guy's amazing. He's a trip. He's got a unique look. The way he sings is amazing. And geez, I wonder if back then, if I had connected the dots and realized that what I was hearing from We Are the Champions, if this was the same guy, I may not have even connected the dots at that moment. I don't know. But wow. I mean, what a band. What a band. Amazing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be probably doing a little bit of a podcast thing with some friends of mine who are also musicians, who know, like, they're walking encyclopedias and they know a lot about, rock and roll bands and stuff like that. So tune in and keep your eyes peeled for that. That's going to be very interesting and fun. At any rate, that's it for me on this one. Listen, if you guys can, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe even check out this guy's Astrolux777. Check out his channel too, because it looks like he's got some fun stuff on there. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay in touch. Put something in the comments. Let me know what you want to hear, what you think about this video, and tell us a little something about this song. I mean, were you there? Do you know anything about who wrote? Did Queen write the song? Freddie Mercury? Hey, what do we know? Let us know, guys. Hey, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And you take it easy. And if it's real easy, take it twice.